Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Friday! Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as season. I got a word for you. Tap in. In fact, I have an email response from a good brother who emailed me last night. My brother, I know you will hear this. I want to say thank you for your email. I really enjoyed your email. I love conversing with individuals who are deep thinkers, perspective thinkers, things like that. And so he heard my recording. I think it may have been a recording from yesterday, definitely this week, in regards to what was it? Oh, what was it? I think it may have just been a recording from yesterday, actually. Oh, the never compete for a man. Okay, so he was basically telling me how I'm so on point, but a lot of men won't acknowledge that. Not here on YouTube, but in general. It takes an evolved man. It takes a disciplined man, right? It takes a truthful man who's leveled up to acknowledge some of these things, where the majority of men are still unevolved, and that's okay. It's a process for everybody, right? It is what it is. Among some other things that he shared within the email, um, definitely not a simp, definitely not like trying to cater to, right? Because he kept some truths in there as well. So I wanted to piggyback off of this conversation that we were having. Here's the thing, from a woman's perspective, if you will. I can't speak for all women, but I think the vast majority of women know that most, not all, but most men cheat. I think the vast majority of women know that most men are not physically disciplined. And that's really a knock to them, because there's nothing more powerful for a man, or for anybody, right? But for a man to be able to control your flesh. There are so many people who could have been so much further along in life, meaning like leveling up their purpose, their calling, things like that. But that flesh keeps them down in so many ways. The more women you have, the more money you're going to spend. Okay. The more women you have, the less time you have to apply to your purpose and your calling and your leveling up process. The more women you have, the more hits you're going to take, because you're emotionally tied up someplace. You got a soul tie over here. You're just all over the place. You're just all over the place where you could have been further along. Excuse me. You're going to end up with a gold digger. You're going to go broke behind her. She's going to like leave you and hurt you. Now you have a whole year of dealing with emotions, and now accusing women that all women are this way. All women are this way. Women ain't nothing. Women like, stop putting all us in that category because you decide to choose wrong. Right? Like, stop blaming all of us because you decide to be undisciplined and you end up with a situation that drag you through the mud. Stop blaming all women for that nonsense. The same way all men aren't the same, all women aren't the same. Point blank, period. The issue with people, not just men, is typically we're going to go after things that we want, we like, versus taking a step back and using some discipline to be like, you know what, is this really the best option? Or should I go with, even though, ladies, right, this is just my opinion, I'm not telling you what to do. Well, this could be for men too, I don't know. Go with the person who likes you. When you start chasing people that don't like you, you're going to go down this rabbit hole, right? First of all, as a woman, you don't chase a man, period, right? You don't even like shoot your shot at a man, period. You make yourself available. Smile, be cute, honey. Very demure, right? Let them know you're invited over, sir, right? But typically as people, we want, because we as people just like competition, almost like a, I don't know. So you typically go after the person that has no desire for you. Make it make sense. When everybody else is getting the back seat, everybody else is getting friend zone. But these are the individuals who want to like give you everything that you're asking for and requiring, but they get back zone, or whatever you call it, side zone. Is it side zone or back zone? I don't even know. I think the vast majority of women know that most men want a multitude of women. That can be 5 wives, that can be 5 chicks. Listen, I don't think nobody's debating that. I'm going to tell you what the issue is, at least from my womanly perspective, and I think a lot of sisters. Go cheat in peace. Meaning, you have some chicks, some low vibrational chicks who don't know their worth, who will allow you to cheat in peace. She will be okay with you having 5 women. Literally, she won't even question you because she got bird brains, right? She won't even question you. Go cheat in peace. There are women who won't mind sharing you, long as she get what she wants, right? That's fine. Go do what you do. That's not the problem. The problem comes in, why are you trying to lock somebody down who don't approve of that lifestyle? That's the problem. If you have women, a great number, especially in these days, who are willing to let you cheat in peace, wouldn't the common sense thing to do would go that direction? But instead, many, not all, many men want to lock down the ones who won't allow that. Make it make sense. I'll make it make sense. Because men are attracted to boundaries regardless of what they say. Men are attracted to women who know their worth regardless of what they say. Make it make sense. Why would you want to lock somebody down who won't even allow you to live the lifestyle you want to live? Make it make sense. So you rather cheat with 5 mud ducks, 5 low vibrational women, 5 women who don't know their head from their feet, can offer you nothing but flesh. Why not lock her down? Make it make sense. But instead, some men want to come and interrupt our peace. We're minding our business. We got choices. So we're not going to allow you to disrespect us and play in our face. We have choices, point blank, period. It is disrespectful, right? It is low vibrational, and it makes absolutely no sense. Go cheat in peace and leave other people alone. But what the icing on the cake is, when you get caught and we leave you because we know our worth and we know that there's 50 others that was waiting on you to mess up, now you want to bombard us and harass our nerves. Now you want to stalk us. You want to beat us. You want to put guns to people's head, as we've been seeing for the last month more than ever. All because you. Make it make sense. Go cheat in peace. I saw an interview. I think it was on YouTube. It's a dude who go around and he interview like people like who are on drugs or like just sprung out and like their life is just right. They're living under bridges and things like that. I can't tell you how many men were homeless, on drugs, or whatever. And the one thing that they said more than anything, it's almost like the first thing came out their mouth, how they ended up in that situation was because they messed up on a good woman. Big props to them for taking accountability, first and foremost, right? Big props to them. But I still say, even to my brothers, I don't care how much you loved her. I don't care how wrong you did her. Don't ever allow someone that much power over your life where you can't get back up from that hurt and you're now crackheads and meth addicts and living under bridges, hopeless, right? Hopeless. And this dude, the one who I'm speaking about now, I think he was only like 48. 48. And there were others who were, older, one even like 32 or something like that. But they could not come up out of this trap in this hole because they messed up something good. Listen, brothers, I actually know people personally like that. Like, honestly, personally, they've either become alcoholics or they're just stuck. They're just stuck, right? There's a great calling on their life, but they're just stuck in this certain place. First and foremost, what you have to do is forgive yourself. You're not perfect, right? We all make mistakes, right? And many of times, not mistakes, it's just a lack of discipline, right? Thinking she won't find out, or whatever the case may be, thinking she won't leave. Whatever the case is, forgive yourself, because many of the times you weren't level up during that time, right? You weren't level up during that time. This is why now you have that discipline. Some of you guys, well, you chosen ones here, right? I'm sure if you're listening, I'm sure, honey, you are disciplined because you are, you're evolved, purpose calling, all that stuff, right? Okay. Forgive yourself, because you're not the same person you were 10 years ago. Next, if you have access to her, right? And if the Holy Spirit guides you, apologize. Even, and more than likely, 99%, she done moved on, right? She done moved on. But if available, apologize. Now, that don't mean you apologize and you try to go get her back. Because, see, y'all good for that now, right? Like, y'all good for that. It's supposed to be one little short conversation. And before you know it, you're trying to, no, trying to slide back in. Like, no, no. Well, not even, Kizzy, right? Apologize. I was wrong. I hurt you. Right? I'm no longer that man, if that's the situation. But I truly just want you to know that it really wasn't your fault. Because do you know how many women walk around here, if they don't know any better, if they don't know who they are? And I'm not saying that women are perfect, because again, we got our stuff right. There's things we have to take accountability on. Like, you can't have a whole headache for a whole month, sis, right? That doesn't give him, the okay to go cheat. But at the same time, like, we got to take accountability for some things too, right? But it wasn't her fault, because you had a chance to leave. If you're unhappy, you just leave. If she don't want to keep herself up, you just leave. If she don't want to give you just leave. So we all have a choice to leave. So ultimately, it was not her fault. It was not his fault. For my guys. Right? Let me backtrack. First, you ask God to forgive you first. Ask God to forgive you. Then you forgive yourself. Then, go and apologize for her, ask for forgiveness. And here's the truth. Even if she doesn't forgive you, you have to be okay with that. That's her own process. You don't get to tell people how long their process of forgiveness is. You can't afflict people and then demand her to be. You can't do that, right? So hopefully she will accept your apology and let you know that, right? Because maybe she's moved on and realized that she got something better than you ever been, and she's released that. But even if she's still in her feelings, you did your part. You did your part. Okay? That right there will free you. Doesn't mean stuff, you don't have the residue of stuff, but that frees you. Now that God sees you're free from all that bondage and from that mindset that you had, or whatever the case may be, now you can get aligned with your purpose and your calling. Why are you really here? Because you weren't here just for a woman, right? Why are you really here? Tap in spiritually, level up. When you level up, God is going to actually send, right? You're probably waiting for me to say send her back. I don't know that, right? That's between you, God, and her, right? But, and if not, someone who's aligned with your purpose and your calling. See, you pulled her at a low vibrational state. Your attraction to people will amplify the higher you go. You're not going to be attracted to the same type that you were attracted to before leveling up. So once you level up, you will then attract the woman that God literally has designed for you. And then it will be much easier to let stuff go, right? To forgive yourself because you realize it was truly just a part of the process. And that was a journey that you had to go on in order for God to take you higher. But if you never come up from that broken spot, which many people, but many men do not come back from that. I'm talking about a man who was hurt really bad. Like one time, like just that one time, and he swear he will never in his life love again. He will never. You got men out here like that. I've met a few. They can be very fond of you, honey, but those guards are up so high because that one heartbreak. And ladies, when you recognize that, right? When you recognize that, you better run, right? No disrespect to him, but you got to have common sense to know that you got to let that go. That's a healing process of his own. He got to process that stuff on his own, right? But many people don't do that. They jump to the next person to try to mask that pain. Then you damage the next person because you hurt them knowing that you never even wanted them. And you're accountable. Please go cheat in peace and leave evolved woman alone. So again, I say, it's not that women are clueless. We know. We know most men are undisciplined. We know most men want 5 chicks, right? We know that. We know most men cheat. We're not clueless. We know that. But we also know that all caps, all men don't cheat. Ladies, this is also why it's important for you to shorten your pool. I only say shorten because it will be shortened, considering like when you level up. Because see, when you're not leveled up, honey, you're going to listen. You're going to track every child. Child, you're going to track every low vibrational dude, right? It's something about the energy that pings off of each other, right? When you level up, your pool shrinks because there's less evolved people in the world, right? But when you level up, you repel low vibrational people and you attract high vibrational people. So again, your pool is smaller, but your pool is quality. But a lot of my sisters are going to fail there because it may take longer. Because you may not be as leveled up as you think. And let me just tell you something. A leveled up person, you may think you're leveled up until you get around them and then you realize like, I got more work to do, right? But learn from that, right? Evolve from that. So they may not come as easy, or they may not stay around as long because again, you might still have more work to do yourself. But this is why you have to be okay with being alone. Many of my sisters are with these toxic dudes, or with dudes who can't control their flesh, or with narcissists, or with manipulators, and they can't leave because they haven't put the work in. You know you are healed when you can walk away from a man that you love and don't think twice about it. Doesn't mean it don't hurt you, but you know your worth. You know you're the prize. You know you got choices. Even if that choice don't arrive next month, you know you got choices. Without even seeing them, you know that. You just know that. Sisters, all men do not cheat. I know many of you guys think that all men do not cheat. The vast majority, yes. And they're going to be low vibrational men because they haven't put the work in. They don't have a lot to lose. Once a man level up with his purpose and his calling, not to say that he won't even slip, but he got too much to lose. He knows what it's took for him to climb these levels. So do you think a piece of a BBL is going to make him risk losing everything he worked so hard for? Do you think he's going to risk a cute face for a girlfriend or a partner or a wife who holds him down in every area? Again, not to say he won't be tempted, not to say that he might not even look, but he's going to think before he acts. That's a level up man. To me, that's the sexiest of all. A disciplined man. And there's a great chance if he's disciplined in his flesh, he's disciplined in all areas of his life. You got to level up, sis. Stop letting these low vibrational dudes play up in your face and you can't leave them and you know they're out here cheating. Let them cheat in peace. Leave me alone and go cheat in peace. Stop harassing my. Why y'all bothering us? We over here crocheting. We over here with our arts and crafts. Do any one of y'all crochet? Oh my goodness, I don't even know where that came from. Anyway, guys, you guys have a great weekend. It's your girl, Kizzy.